we coming, man. Go and get this money, man. I came up from nothing, had to turn it into something, man. If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Stephen Gostkowski now has this one teed up, and we are underway from Gillette Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Prescott on first down. A dump off to Elliott. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A second down throw for Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Hey, 47.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Patriots have it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Stop! Shadow! Keep on! Wait, 20!
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go 50.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. 29. Alpha. Shadow.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Wait! Wait! 29. Alpha. Come on, move out. Go!
Brady now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
One play at a time now. Orange.
To throw again. Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Over the middle, Dorsett. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. It's a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski from 19 yards away. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
26.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a 9-yard gain that time, but it'll also be the final play of this first quarter. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
It's coming now. Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Derek Rivers in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Well, that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. This is brought in at the 21. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Charles, for the New England Patriots, one stat that you and I were looking at before the game, it's kind of interesting. When they lost in weeks 14 and 15, it's the first time they suffered back-to-back defeats in December since 2002. So I don't know that they're in trouble as they go toward the playoffs, but not playing their best football.
I think that's a great point because you have to go back to 2002 for that to happen. So their level of consistency. What they're always competing for is one of those opening week buys where they have to play that extra game in the playoffs. It looks like this year they may very well have to play that extra game. And if that's the case, that's not the recipe for getting to the Super Bowl for the New England Patriots.
Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
220 by 20. Sugar. Check it.
Brady going to throw. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? He'll get it up the middle. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Brady, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White from 4 yards out, and the Patriots add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. And now a timeout called here with a play clock down to 2. That'll leave them with 1 remaining. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
220 by 20. Hey, hold 66. Shadow.
Here's Brady to throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Well, partner, as the Cowboys come back out here, I want to ask you to assess the season. The first couple months of the year for Dallas starting to look like they'd be sitting at home in January. Then the Amari Cooper trade comes. They breeze through November unbeaten, part of a 5-game winning streak, but then a real head-scratcher, Week 15, they get shut out in Indianapolis.
You just wonder if all the wins...
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Derek Rivers in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after them, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You go 46. 46.
First down, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Shadow. Move. South.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Foxborough after this.
One play at a time now. 29. Alpha.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cordero Patterson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
47, 47.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady now on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Edelman was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Brady over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Gordon, of course, picked up in a trade from the Browns back on September 18th, and he really should help a Patriot offense that has some question marks at wide receiver.
Yeah, you're banking on a lot of potential here with Josh Gordon because if you get...
And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady, and the Patriots add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gostkowski the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Y'all know his name?